The sun is coming up, are you ready to go? We can take a ride, we can take it slow. Your will is my law, I'ma let you be the boss, 'cause I'll go where you go.
What is up, you guys? Welcome to my skincare routine video. I wanted to start this off by taking you guys through where I store all of my skincare, what I have in my drawers. This is completely unedited, unfiltered. You're just gonna see what the drawers look like and what I have on hand and what I love the most. So if you want an in-depth tour of any of these rooms, all of the tours are on my channel, especially a recent tour of my beauty room. So you can see what's in every single cupboard and every single drawer and just which products I love the most. So this entire video is gonna take you through what I do to maintain my skin, to protect my skin, and to extract all of the gunk from my skin. So fair warning, if that is not your thing, this is that kind of video, which I'm all about. So I first went into our master washroom, which is where I keep the majority of my daily skincare. I love a good detox pad, and just, I will link every single thing down below that I use, but I love this Somerville Exfoliate. I just put on a little cotton pad and that's what I use to clean off my skin. I'm gonna do some cleanser. I'm going to, like I said, extract a bunch of stuff from my skin as well. So I keep all of this just right in my washroom, and I'm gonna show you all of these really cool tools that you've probably never heard of either. So first things first, I just cleaned off my skin with that Exfoliate cleanser. It's basically just a liquid toner that is good for skin that breaks out, and I just got off any excess oil and gunk off my skin. So my skin was technically already clean, but that just takes off another layer. So then from there, I went into where I keep the majority of my skincare. Is also, I feel like I have multiple places. Now that I'm looking at this, I'm like, okay, I keep some in my washroom, in my beauty room, and just in my closet. This is where I keep all my nighttime stuff, and this is what I reach for the most, especially before bed. So I went in here to just check out what I wanted in terms of an enzyme cleanser, and that Wishful one is amazing. So that's what I reached for today. And just please note, this is like an exceptional skincare routine. This is obviously not what I do every single day. That second drawer is just regular creams and cleansers. And then the third drawer is all masks. So this is all my sheet masks, eye masks, any of the Rolly tools that I use, and then all of my clay masks as well. And I have more than I care to admit. I feel like I just collect them. And we're actually gonna use them today. So one of my favorite new tools that you might have heard of or might not, I've talked about in a previous video, is this steamer. I love the steamer. There's a lot of knockoffs on it on Amazon. I believe in getting a good one. Another tool that I have is obviously my Clarisonic. It has a bunch of different heads on it, which I'm gonna show you and how I use it. I actually use this thing every day. But my newest tool that I absolutely love is by Lumina Skin. I'm obsessed with this thing. Now, same thing, there's a lot of microdermabrasion tools on the interwebs off of Amazon. I've gotten some that aren't as good. This one is the best, and I'm going to show you how I use it and just how it gets all the gunk out. But first, I needed a headband. I needed something to hold my hair back out of the way. So I grabbed my steamer, I grabbed the headband, and I grabbed a distilled water jug, because with the steamer, you need to have distilled water. It can actually ruin the steamer. So I went into my washroom to do all of this, and I just filled up the little container and I turned it on, obviously, but what's really cool about the steamer is once it starts, it will stop on its own once that little container is empty. So it tells you exactly how long you have to do it, and that is perfect for me. So I just kind of chilled under my steamer, loved it, and just hung out in the washroom. I brought my chair in there and I just chilled. And I loved it. Like another thing that I heard about the knockoffs of these things is that they smell. This one does not smell. So I just wanted you guys to know that. Then we started with the extraction process. So I keep all my extraction tools in my beauty room. Oh, and I wanted to say my Lumina skincare as well as the Clarisonic, I keep them charged in my beauty room right next to my mirror. It's just super convenient. So I grabbed all of that. So basically my extraction tools are the Lumina skincare tool. So good. And there's, I think, 5 different levels. Naturally, I put it to the most intense one. And this is what I do first before I do any actual extractions, because this just hurts less. But it suctions out all of your pores. So I have a lot of congestion in my nose, in my chin area. I don't have as much on my forehead, but my nose gets really, really congested and it drives me up the wall, but this takes care of the majority of it. And what it does is anything that it doesn't take care of, it will actually raise it to the surface enough that I can get it out after with the extraction tool. So I go all around my face. I always do an upwards motion. You guys, this was ridiculous. Oh my, it's almost embarrassing, and I didn't want to show it, but that's all dead skin, gunk. I can't. Oh, it feels good, but it's embarrassing to share, but I love videos like this. So I'm like, listen, if I like it, I'm guessing some of you guys like it. If you don't, I'm so sorry. So then I use my extraction tools, which you can just get off of Amazon, but it hurts so much less if you use the Lumina tool first because it just gets everything off. Then I'm dermaplaning. So this is basically just like a tiny razor. You can get these from Sephora. I started doing this years ago. Listen, you have to do this carefully. It really does not take that much skill, but it makes all the difference when applying your makeup. And that is all little peach fuzz that's coming off. And no, it doesn't regrow like super dark or anything. It just gets the peach fuzz off so you can put your makeup on smoothly and it just gives your skin a nice glow. If you are younger than 18, I feel the need to tell you to ask your parents before you do this. Then I tweeze my eyebrows and I just clean everything up from there, and I got rid of that little filter. So the Lumina thing comes with all these extra filters also. Then I cleaned my skin. I love this cleanser from Tula, just one that I reach for quite often. They have really nice quality stuff. So cleaned my skin again after I kind of went at it with my hands and everything. And then this tool, I don't know if you've ever heard of this. I got it off of Amazon. It's pretty cool. So I use it for cleansing. And basically what it does is it lifts all of the product that you have on your skin. So if you've just cleansed it, your skin has to be wet and it'll lift more gunk off. I'm all about lifting the gunk off and out. So after I've done that, then I do an enzyme scrub. And just so you guys know, again, this is like an ideal day. This is not a daily schedule, but this routine that I used worked so well. So I grabbed the enzyme, I grabbed a eye mask, that black eye mask, love, love, love. And then I wanted to do a clay mask. So I was kind of trying to figure out if I wanted to do that coffee one. I have this red lava one, but listen, we were going for the gusto, so I knew what to reach for. So La Neige is my favorite quality skincare. I love it. This one is like a pore clay mask, and I'll show you guys how I do the pore clay masks. I don't put it all over my face. So, but first we started with the Wishful Enzyme Scrub. I am obsessed with this thing. It is by Huda Beauty. They just launched more products. You can get it on Sephora. I'll link everything again, by the way. And then I use my Clarisonic brush to get it all off, and then I'm gonna apply the mask after that with the eye patch. So first I put on the scrub, and I kind of use it almost like a mask where I'll rub it into the skin, and you can literally feel, it's one of these cleansers that you can feel the dead skin coming off as you're scrubbing. That's the power of an enzyme mask. So I'm pretty sure it's like a pineapple. It's very summery and bright and airy, which fits perfectly with the theme of this video because we are in the middle of summer and I'm loving it. By the way, hopefully my super cozy outfit doesn't offend anybody. It's like tie-dye pants with a top knot or a little knotted shirt from Forever 21. Comfort first. So that I left on for just a little bit. I let it dry, and it just really scrubbed off any of the extra dead skin, which tends to happen in the summer for me, just with all the exposure to the sun. And then I use the Clarisonic brush. It's like a soft brush tip to just get it off. Can you see like the dead skin coming? Oh my gosh, amazing. And then I just toweled my skin off. And I felt like I was already noticing a difference, and not super red from the Lumina and doing all the microdermabrasion, just clean and no gunk in my pores. So then I put on these eye masks, my favorite. Like honestly, I love these, and I love that company. And then for the pore mask, I just put it where I have congestion. So now that my pores are all cleaned out, then I put on this clay mask. So I literally just do my nose. I do a little bit on my T-zone. I don't go all the way up into my forehead because frankly, it'll just dry it out, and I hate that. Once it's dried out, then I try and put makeup on and it'll just be all crunkly and weird. And then I put a little bit on my chin. So really just where I have congestion and where I want to clean out those pores. And that mask smells super clean. It's great quality. And while that was drying, I put away all of my stuff and I grabbed the other Clarisonic head that I love. So this is more of like an exfoliating. This is what I use to take my mask off. So I just wet it a little bit, but look at that. You can see the pores like clearing out. Amazing. So I took off the eye patch and then I just took off all of the extra mask and stuff. And then I went back and I charged my little Lumina tool right into my beauty room. So in my beauty room, I have that mirror that has USBs attached to it, so I can charge my tools right next to it. And that way it's always there, it's always charging. So then I set up in my beauty room and I did one of these peels from Dr. Dennis Gross, which is the same company that creates the steamer that I use. Super quality, amazing. These peel pads are like the most famous thing ever. And I'll tell you why. If you have hyperpigmentation, which I do, basically any just sunspots, age spots, and look at all the gunk that it still took off. I've washed my face twice, so it's just another level. Love it. And then I went into my skincare fridge where I keep more skincare stuff. I realize how ridiculous. I totally do. I know there's people that are gonna come for me in the comments. So these little wands and tools, I keep them in my mini fridge, which you can get off of Amazon. It's like a little Frigidaire fridge, and this thing is freezing cold and I love it. So it basically depuffs the skin and starts with like the lymphatic drainage process, which I'm gonna take you through, and will slim down your face and get rid of any toxins and drain it out. So I usually start at the top and work my way down, and you can actually use the tip of this tool right around the under eye area, which is it's the best feeling, especially in the summer. This one's by Skin Owl. I know that there's different ones that exist. And then my skincare routine that I've been using pretty much daily is this. So I love Sunday Riley. I use the Good Genes lactic acid. The reason why I paused when I first put it on my skin is it burned a little bit. So the lactic acid basically still works with the age spots and everything. And you can see I use the Clarisonic tool again, so I change out the head again, and this one's like the massage tool. This one's the one I use the most. I love it. I actually use the massage tool more than any of the other heads. I absolutely love it. And then I use the CEO Glow. This is like a vitamin C cream, like a serum. I use this every single day, and then I use the CEO Glow oil. So if you have oily skin, and oil is actually the best thing for you, don't rub it in your skin, just pat it in your skin like I'm doing. So I put it in my palms first, rub it through my palms, and then I just pat it onto my skin. Now, let's talk about sunscreen. I have had people come for me because I talked to how I don't wear sunscreen. I kind of do. So I don't really lather sunscreen all over my body, but I do mix it either into my foundation or I do this. So using these little sponges, which by the way, I love, I will link them down below. They're beaky. They're amazing, such good quality. So I use them to put on my sunscreen and then I mix it with a tinted moisturizer. So then I'm getting my glow on. This is literally what I do for makeup during the summer, barely anything. And then I do a little setting spray from the Body Shop. I love this setting spray. So it's called the Cocoa Calming Spray and it smells like coconuts. I keep it cool just because it makes me happy. And I love, love, love it. So I usually will mist that onto my face and I literally don't wear any makeup during the summer. I go from full lashes to no makeup. Then it was time to change into my bathing suit. This was like the end of the day and I was going outside. So I actually just did like a little haul with all the stuff that I got. And I always share everything from my videos and my photos on my Like to Know It. I will link it down below, but you can go onto the page and find every single thing that I talk about. I link it so that you can go find it. Because I'm someone, I just want to know where people get stuff. I hate when people hide where they get stuff. So I hope that this was helpful for you. I tried to be as transparent as possible. Again, ideal skincare routine, but hopefully it was helpful. I love you guys. I get this question a ton. And yes, there's a hair care one coming soon. Like this video if it was helpful. Definitely drop a comment down below as to what skincare routine you have going on right now and any tips you have for me. Make sure that you are subscribed and following on Instagram, and I will see you guys later. Love you, dudes.
The sun is coming up, are you ready?